Hey friends, and welcome to Top 5 Wednesday. This is Top 5 Scariest Settings. And actually, honestly, the scariest setting that I'm going to talk about today was when I went to go and record this and I couldn't find my memory card and I looked everywhere and that was absolutely terrifying. But as for the most terrifying book settings, I'm going to start with basically anything that happens in the Necronomicon, any of these places, because there's a lot of stuff that happens in this one, and like any place you live in here where the monsters roam and the evil spirits and whatever, like it's not a good place to be. People are crazy, things are crazy, spirits are crazy, everything is crazy. And racist. There's a lot of racism in this one too, and that's also very scary. Number 4 is something that terrifies me a lot, and that is the future, because sometimes I think about my future and I get really scared. And that's no joke, that's real. But essentially just futuristic sort of dystopian things, but not like dystopias, but like when things go wrong in the future and the world just acts like that's okay, that's a terrifying setting, which is what happens in this one. They're like, people erase their memories and become whole new people, and that's just okay, that's just normal things that happen, and that terrifies me when things that today seem horrifying and just unbelievable become just so commonplace that no one even thinks about them anymore. That's truly terrifying. Number 3? Yes. Number 3 is post-zombie apocalypse. Not like an actual zombie apocalypse, because like, I mean, that's been done. That's been done to death now. But I guess that's terrifying too, but this one, it takes place after the zombie apocalypse, where, you know, zombies are still a thing, they're still a real problem, but again, we've gone back to that normalcy of, like, zombies are just a thing, like, they just happen, that's okay. And that terrifies me. Also, the world in this terrifies me, because, like, all of the different precautions you have to take, like zombie precautions and zombie training. The world after zombies is almost as scary as the world during zombies, even though technically zombies are still a thing. Zombies. Not good. Number 2 of creepy, scary settings is forests. I don't like forests. I don't think I've ever technically been in one myself, but I don't want to be in one. The forest in this one is alive and enchanted or something. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I read it. But it's a thing that destroys humans. It corrupts them. It does something to them that's not good. Basically, the forest is like the main antagonist in this story for... Is it? Am I lying? I can't remember. But it illustrates my point that forests are not a great place. I don't want to live in one. I don't want to live near one. I don't want to be in one. I don't want to forest. And number 1, and this is something I'm very terrified of. This is also a book that wrecked me for a long time. The number 1 scary thing? Space. Space is awful. Space is scary. Everything in space will kill you. Space itself will kill you. If you're trying to survive in a vacuum, you can't. There are so many ways you can die in space, and they all happen in this book. Like, if you haven't read 70s by Neil Stephenson, you should give it a try, because this book will wreck you. It will terrify you and make you realize that we need to invest more in research into space in case something like this actually happens, because if something like this actually happens, we're all dead. Everyone is dead. People in this book, they're all dead. Everything is dead. That's what happens when you deal with space. Just everything dies. This wasn't even a horror, but it's the most terrifying book that I've read because it's so realistic as to what would happen if we had to live in space now. We would just die. Everyone would die. We'd all be dead. And I gotta put this down because it's making me panic. I need a moment. And yeah, anyway, those are my 5 most terrifying settings. I don't remember the exact title of this, and my laptop is over there, so I can't look it up. But it's spooky. Space, and woods, and the future, and zombies, and just general Lovecraftian macabre is not good. It's funny that only 2 of these things were actually horror, and the other 3 were just things that scare me, personally. Huh. Alright, well, that's it for this one. I'll see you guys in my next video, and I'm gonna try uploading more frequently, because it's been a while since my last one. Bye!